And Madden 22 comes out. PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and
That's
Xbox
not
One.
out yet?
That comes
I
out
thought that's
Friday.
been out for some strange reason. Oh, that's
It
great.
usually comes out that month before the season starts.
Yeah, right before the season starts.
So
Come on,
that is
football.
it for me, gentlemen. That's right. Let's go.
I wonder if the
it
stands
for
in
me.
the
Back to
game
you.
will be empty.
I don't think so.
Side note, sorry, before we get into this, I should have talked about this in my update, but you mentioned football and so much. I understand NFL makes a lot of money, and I understand they have a lot of revenue streams, and they have all this power and everything. Their system and ways to watch games for fans that are not in their home market is horrible.
Oh, really?
Cannot stand it.
Really?
Yeah. Now, it's just all the rules, and you can watch this, but you can't watch this unless you have that, and you can't have that unless you have this.
because
and
you're in
it's
where the Texans are now.
It's like,
That's
but
right.
see, so here's the deal.
Let's hear.
In Dallas, I don't know what the situation is for this, but somewhere along the way, they worked out some deal where in Dallas, every Cowboys game, regardless of what network it's on, like if it's on something's on NFL Network, it has to be rebroadcast in market on just a local station that Joe that doesn't have access to any of that stuff can still watch it. I just assumed that was the case everywhere. So obviously that impedes me from being able to watch Dallas stuff unless I have certain ways of doing that. But I was like, okay, football. I was like, football. I was like, oh yeah, the Texans have a preseason game. I couldn't watch it. It was blocked where I was because I get my televisions through the internet. So technically, I guess it counts as streaming, and that's blocked. And like all these weird, goofy rules, I'm just like, man, NFL, why can't you just make it simple? I understand if you want to make it expensive, just make it simple. Let me pay the one thing, and I can watch any game I want, no matter where it is. Let me just buy the thing.
And the only place that's got that is Dish, right? With Sunday Ticket.
So Sunday Ticket has it. Yes, they do have that. However, that only applies to Sunday games. So if it's Tuesday night football, if it's Thursday night football, if it's Monday night football, and you don't have the thing that you need for those, NFL Sunday Ticket applies to Sunday games.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep. And then they have NFL has I was looking around. I was like, they have their League Pass or Game Pass, I think is actually what they call it. NFL Game Pass. I'm like, awesome. You can stream all live preseason games. And during the regular season, you can stream any game you want the day after it plays. How does that do me any good? How's that do anybody who's actually wanting to watch these sports games any good?
That is terrible.
I'm so
insane,
sorry.
Man.
What about
and again,
Hulu?
I know they've got all these deals and they've got money coming in from everywhere. Like, yeah, we'll sign this deal. I understand. But for the Joe consumer or Chris consumer, it's not fun. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
So, oh well.
That sounds terrible. That does sound terrible.
That sounds terrible, yeah.
Especially as a Cowboys fan living in Houston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where I'm lucky is that because it's the Cowboys, most of their games usually during the season are somewhere in a prime time slot. So, I'm not going to be too hurt about it. But
I mean, it is preseason, so maybe a little leeway there. But like when the season actually kicks in, man, I hope you just you have your stuff.
That.
But
because it's around this time that I just start getting that itch. I'm just like, I wish I had NFL Network so I could just be watching, just having content on, just talking football. And it's like, because ESPN, you're not talking enough football. Quit talking about this other stuff. Talk football. It's not there yet. So.
They will. Once the World Series is over and football is kind of by itself for a little bit there and basketball is just starting up. Oh, yeah. It's the glory time.